please meet some new friends. You may have noticed, I believe for the first time, Jeff, the human badges are not all the same. That was done deliberately to make you go out, seek other people, talk to other people, have fun. And now you're not quite sure how many total badges there are. So what are you doing? Instead of doing this, when you walk down the hallways, you're looking at each other's badges. And I know the guys are staring at the girls' chests too. It's kind of an excuse, but no. It was designed to have you looking at other people's badges so that you're at least presenting yourself as like in a nice social way to get to know some other people. So you all inspire me. The stuff that I do, I don't know why everyone enjoys it. I really don't. I'm not being humble or modest or anything like that. I really like, wow, they really like this stuff, and apparently they do because they kept coming back for Mystery Challenge. Jeff has graciously agreed, and we're going to bring back Mystery Challenge one last time. I swear it will be the last time for DEF CON 20.
Do you think Lost is like an addict? He's like a puzzle addict? Yeah. Yeah.
Do I have, how many Mystery Challenge veterans are in the audience right now? Wow. How many are repeat offenders?
Yeah.
Wow. How many of you guys, after doing the badge contest this year, are going to try and take out one of my Mystery Challenge slots next year?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. So I'm officially announcing, as Jeff said, there will be 20 team slots available. We're going to start the pre-qual round, which is going to be multiple staged, almost 6 months prior to DEF CON. So it's going to be, I have to turn away so many teams every year that it's going to be a little more fierce in terms of the competition for getting in for next year. I will extend a golden ticket freebie pass to whoever the first group or persons who solves the badge this year will have the choice of having that entrance into Mystery Challenge for next year. So that's all I have for you guys. So we have some. Thank you.
So, want to do a little
for QA.
Yeah, a little QA.
So do we have time?
Yeah, we've got about 5-10 minutes.
So I left some time for some QA. Can you take the house lights down a little bit, because I really can't see any of them, and I would like to see the people. Like, can we take the house lights down?
Yeah.
Or the spots? Can you? There, that's better. So let's do a little QA. Like, do you guys have any questions about the badge? Oh, by the way, I do believe this is the first year that the badge itself weighs less than the lanyard. Yeah. So is this presentation posted anywhere? No, but I can put it up on that same DEF CON, that same location.
We can put it on the DEF CON file server.
I'll put it on the DEF CON file server as well. Jeff said we can do that.
That one I mentioned earlier, the 10.0.0.32. Yeah. We'll put.
You guys want the redacted version, right? Yeah.
No, they want to run the anti-redaction tools.
Yeah. See what you guys can get, and see with Photoshop.
Yeah. Put it multi-level PDF, please.
This image was altered using the GIMP. Questions? No, seriously, you guys have to have some questions. Yeah. Square.
Why DEF CON on the Goon badges and not anywhere else?
I did that because, how do I answer that without giving out information?
Without
the human badges are designed to be something that are a relic of the past that were passed forward as a means of covert communication. The Goon badges are supposed to be like a law enforcement symbol, and honestly, it was kind of props also to the Goons for the hard work that they do. And I liked the aesthetics, and I had DEF CON on the other badges. You saw those in my prototypes. I just liked the clean, nice look. I mean, I study Asian languages, and when you learn Chinese calligraphy, you treat the character like a fish in a fishbowl, and it's got to have enough water to breathe, so to speak, in terms of the spacing to make it aesthetically pleasing. So I was kind of going for that clean, simple. Not only that, but in terms of the puzzle, I wanted the badge to look as simple as possible so that you will dismiss other things just out of hand because it's so clean and simple. These other things can't possibly be complicated or used for anything. So it was also a means of deception, to be blunt. Anyone else? Yeah. You are great at social engineering, sir. Yeah.
He said his...
Go ahead. He said that his badge has a defect, a little notch on the side. Yeah, and you must have a broken one. I don't know. Yeah. Your badge doesn't have a notch. So here's the question. You would have to find that guy and see if your numbers match, right? Oh. Yes, in the very back. At DEF CON or before? How many hours of sleep do I get on average? This is not a joke. My average amount of sleep is about 4 hours a night. And for about 2 months up to DEF CON every year, Mr. Challenge badge, everything, it goes down to about 3 hours a night. Not a joke.
He's a robot.
Yeah. Poor Neil is like, dude, I'm going to bed. And when we're on Skype, and I'm like, no, we got to get this done. We got to do this. We got to do this. And the poor guy has he has to do all the stuff for Jeff, and I'm sitting there injecting into his workflow, and all the stuff I do is like quadruples his work because, you know, he did the program layout. I was like, I got stuff for you. And he's like, oh crap, like what? And I was like, okay, so I've got these little graphics. Can we just throw them on pages? And he's like, yeah, how many? And I was like, oh, it's quite a few, and it's not all of them. So he has been just amazing at putting up with the strange requests, oftentimes not even knowing why I'm asking things. And he occasionally would inadvertently break something in terms of what I was trying to do with being like stealthy. But other times he actually would come up with some stuff that would help fix and make things better. So questions? Any more? A couple more. Yes? Let's ask the crowd, does the position of the defect have any significance? Yes. Really? Are you sure? I still don't know what these defects you guys are talking about. I think the badges are perfect. Couple more, quick.
Okay, go for it.
Me, myself, or participants?
The question.
The question is did I set up the contest so that I myself did not have to do anything actively at the con?
That's a good question.
For those of you who don't know, every time you do something this complicated, something inevitably will be broken, misaligned, moved. You have hotel staff involved, other people who don't know what things are set up for a particular reason, alignments, angles, whatever. I am constantly having to run around and check things just to make sure everything is running smoothly. Not only that, you throw on top of that you got all you guys out there running around screwing with stuff, and stuff gets moved and altered. And honestly, this is a HackerCon.
Oh,
I've seen people
tell them about the signage.
I've seen people do denial of service stuff to other people in contests before, and I fully expect to see that kind of thing happen as well. So,
tell them about the signage. Cutting off.
Oh, so by this point, most of you, if not all of you, have noticed on the leaderboards there's some numbers at the bottom. So when I first got here, those were shoved down in those metal clippy things, and they were shoved down so far that those numbers were all hidden. And I went to Neil and I was like, at first I just thought they weren't there. I was like, dude, you promised me those numbers were going to be on those signs. They have to be on those signs. And he goes, they're there. And I was like, no, they're not. So we went over to the sign, we lifted it out, and sure enough, they were there. But no one had told us that those holders actually covered part of the numbers. So we walked down the hall, and the one that's about midway down the main hallway, only half of the numbers were cut off. So it's 2 lines. And I was like, dude, leave it. I was like, there will be a single line. They'll get through half of it and be like, what the hell? You know? And I was like, so it'll force them to screw with the signs. And that's when all the rest of the goons are like, no. We don't want them screwing with the signs. So they actually, I think they put little wedges underneath to lift those up. And on some of them, I think you still can't see the numbers. Is that correct? At the last I checked? Yeah. Also, I've had the security goon say, please do not sit in the hallway while you're trying. He's like, I don't mind you sitting there copying the numbers down, but please don't sit in the hallway to actually try and work on the crypto. So I guess we had people blocking the hallways.
The other interesting thing is, when we first came to the hotel and we saw that huge rotunda right at the very entrance, and I saw the big circle and the dome, it's like something is going here. We don't know what's going here, but something is going here. And so it's interesting to watch people. People don't really step on the artwork.
Yeah,
it's like kind of reverent, like, ooh, I don't know.
And how many of you have stood in the middle, the very center, and like done the whole echo effect? Like that, yeah. If you haven't done that yet, do it at least once before you go. Go stand in the very, very center.
And it's up and down the hallways,
yeah,
too.
Anywhere there's those domes, and some of them are like whisper domes where you can whisper to somebody who's really far because it will actually project the sound. They're kind of neat.
So if you're near one of those domes thinking you're having a secret conversation...
like maybe 2 more questions, anything like super awesome. I'm sorry? Did I break the Keno board? I would like to tell the staff of the Rio that I have not affected the conference hall in any way whatsoever. Can I admit to having a desire to hack the Keno board? Of course. Anyone else?
Oh, the 101.
The DEF CON 101 signs? I will release publicly there was nothing on the DEF CON 101 signs that you would need.
Okay, last question, and then we're out of here, guys.
Should we believe you when you say that?
Okay, I've got a couple of announcements. Let's thank Lost.
You should never believe anything I say.
Yeah. Yeah, right on. Okay, I have 2 con-related announcements. One is, for some reason, I think maybe your fault, Hacker Jeopardy didn't get mentioned in the program because Neil was busy. So yes, Hacker Jeopardy is happening this year, as usual, and same bat time, same bat place, sort of, as last year, and it'll be on all the DEF CON updates, and it's happening before or after the 10,000 cent pyramid. So if you find your way into the 10,000 cent pyramid room, after that it becomes Hacker Jeopardy. And it's the same thing. It's on a build-up for DEF CON 20. So they're trying out some stuff this year. Next year it's going to be extra double plus crazy. And the other thing is, due to logistical issues, the Q&A rooms, each one of these sessions has a corresponding Q&A room. So a lot of times the speakers, if they have a lot of questions, will go to these Q&A rooms, and then you can spend an extra 50 minutes hanging out more of one-on-one with the speakers. Those Q&A rooms are on your program, but they've had to change. So they still exist. They're not exactly in the same order they were. So we'll be updating the signage in the hallways and everything, just so you know they've changed. And it's not a misprint. It's just that they had to change today for technical reasons. So that's it. We're going to wander around, try to misdirect you, and have a really rocking time.
So you guys like the badges, really?
Yeah. Head on. Do you want to drop any hints about what to expect for next year?
So Jeff keeps alluding to this big build-up for DEF CON 20. I will tell you, there are pieces of this contest that will carry through until next year.
And you might have to do stuff in the time in between.
Intermittently. So we're trying to... it may fail miserably, the whole I'm going to show up on Reddit with "you're doing it wrong" printed across my face or something. How many Reddit folks out there?
Yeah.
So have fun. Please don't get to the point where you hate me enough to actually do me physical harm. Come talk to me. It's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be so painful that you're like, fuck, I don't know what to do next. So.
Okay. Thanks a lot, everyone.